Hmm. Hello, Brogo. Hello, Chef P. How you guys doing? Good stream yesterday, DeBrogo. That was fun. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stream today. Expecting more viewers. I have a decent number of subscribers, but the retention for like subscribers to viewers in live streams tend to be pretty low on YouTube. I'm happy with the amount of viewers I get though. The random 8-year-olds. But yeah, hello Wise Fox, how you doing? Got a couple songs I want to play. Hello Ducks. I got a couple songs I want to play. I'll do my like classic thing of like I'll play all the songs that I've covered since the previous live stream, like this one like a few weeks ago, and then probably take viewer requests or something. Last night was fun, yeah. I noticed the Brogo, like the first piano live stream you did that I caught, you were playing on a different piano. Were you like at your parents' place or something? There's weird fuzz, yeah, that shit happens. Something very bizarre is happening with my final chapter 4 replaying stream where it's been like 2 days and the live chat replay has not appeared as like an option, which is really weird. Usually it shows up within like at most a day, but maybe like I did something wrong while I was uploading. Which is a shame. I always like looking at the chat replay. Whenever like I look back on like an old stream, but I don't know how much I can do about it. Was that Luna? No, I was just playing random notes. I have not played Tower of Heaven yet. I will do that. I'll let you know when I do that. I was home with that one, yeah. At the place where you did like the latest stream, like how late are you able to play like without waking people up? Because it was pretty late when you were streaming. That's a coincidence. I wonder what I should start with. Completely empty. That's nice. Yeah, I can't. I'm living in like an apartment, so I can't. I can't play this dude after 10 p.m. I can play like the electric keyboard if I set the volume really low, but yeah. Okay, since last stream I've done 3 covers, so not sure which one I want to start with. Someone let me kind of borrow it for a bit. Cool. Okay. How do you record your piano music? My older brother was like laughing about this when he came to visit like a few days ago. Like my piano is here, phone is here. That's how I record all my covers. I have a camcorder, which I used to use for like higher quality recordings, but I don't use it anymore. Like, it's simpler to just put phone here, hit record, finish recording, upload the video file straight to my phone to YouTube. Like that works. What do you plan to play today? I have a couple Delta, probably mostly Deltarune songs as usual. My audio sounds weird. How so? Yeah, trying to record Sword. All right, that's exciting. My old iPhone. What model do you get? I think for a fun stroke. Okay. Deltarune songs are indeed amazing. Yeah, let's. I guess we can start. What do I want to do first? There's the big song that I covered recently, which I'll need to like bust the percussion out for, but I won't do that one right away. As a Tunnel of Love. Okay. Alright, let's start with this one. I've been playing this one like on and off since I learned it. It's a nice song. Yep. Chapter 4 intro. What up, Charlie? It's so wide. That's a good word for it, yeah. Covers the lower and the upper register, which is fun. Hope crossed in our hearts, yep. This is fun. This is a fun arrangement. Pulling off the fucking rolled chords is a gamble. I can't do it very consistently. I was really lucky that I was able to do it like first try. When I sat down to record it a few weeks ago, like. And then you just gotta hope. I don't have any advice on how to do that like consistently. The girl with hope crossed in her heart. You can easily go into Funky Town. Same scale. Is it in the same key? It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, but dude, it's hard, man. And the worst part is that like usually when a song like requires you to do some crazy jump like that, I'm like, well, you could cut that out. No, for this song it wouldn't sound right if you did anything less than. But yeah, this song is very bassy, which I like. You very rarely get to play notes that are like super low on the piano, like especially this ending part, like. Yeah, these notes. Nice and thick, and thick notes. Mirrored piano, yeah, I don't know. When I'm like, I was like experiencing that while watching the Brogo stream. Like, he would move his right hand up, and it would look like the piano, like the hand was going down. A little confusing, but you know. Imagine a spider running away. Let's see you try. So funny thing about Sticker Bush, right? Obviously, I first heard it because of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. There's like that fantastic arrangement that plays during like the Subspace Emissary, and I already really liked it since then. But what really got me obsessed with the song was like Siva Gunner. Like I've talked about this event before. They did like an event a few years ago called King for Another Day, which has a lot of lore which you don't need to understand. But they did like a rip, which is like it's hard to explain. They made a version of Sticker Bush, like a remix or a cover or something, and it's really good. Like I don't know where it would be like on my list of favorite songs, but it has a lot of emotional importance to me. So I tried learning it back then. Never got super far with it though. Yeah, I noticed you like specifically were drawing from like the Smash Bros. Brawl version, bro. That was awesome. The Joy-Con Boys one? Uh King for Another Day did like a there was a video that was uploaded that was like a tribute to Etika. Called it was like a remix of Lifelite from Smash Ultimate. Etika was a competitor in or like a character that was competing in King for a Day, which was the first version of that event. But yeah, it was. I've talked about King for Another Day. It was a fantastic event. Wait, seriously, Docs? I didn't know about this. It was just great. Tandra, were you in Brogo's stream? I think I saw you. Oh, yeah, I have the sheet music for that, Charlie. I can't guarantee I'm any good with it, but I can bust it out later. We must destroy all mirrors. Yeah, I can maybe pull up like an arrangement of Sticker Bush. I mean, I learned like the main melody, like, you know. Yeah. I had a whole bunch of the Joy-Con boys and Anatika's brother. That's awesome. You can. Oh, were you like in one of those like compilation videos of people like reacting to like the Deltarune really like chapter 3 and 4 announcement? That's awesome. The uploads are all Deltarune rips, man. Hello, Rospero. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll pull up a arrangement of Sticker Bush on MuseScore later. In the meantime, we'll do this one. The ambience will not be perfect because I mean, that reason will become clear when I start playing the song, but another cover that I think turned out pretty decently. Nah, well, Charlie, I think Field of Hopes and Dreams is my favorite Deltarune song. I've told this story several times. I made like a list of like my top 30 favorite songs a few years ago. And instead of ranking them like here's number one, here's number two, here's number three, I just put the songs in tiers because I find tiers a lot easier than doing numerical rankings. And I included both track 71 from Undertale and Field of Hopes and Dreams, but Field of Hopes and Dreams, I put Field of Hopes and Dreams in S tier, as well as track 71 from Undertale, but track 71 I put a question mark next to the S because I think by that point I'd listened to track 71 so much that it had lost a little bit of the magic. But Field of Hopes and Dreams at that time was still like super fresh. Like there was nothing old about it. That being said, track 71 is special for, the fact that it plays during like the most important scene in the game where like, the main tragedy the game is built around is revealed. And we haven't gotten there in Deltarune yet, not really. Field of Hopes and Dreams is just like the perfect starting music area. Or like the perfect music for like the first area. The first song that really pops out at you is like the beginning of your adventure. It's super good. See you later. I gift you 10 up. All right, see you, Rustbarrow. Good to see you. It really is. Yeah, I mean, context is everything. I've talked before about like how context makes some songs way better. My man Jay, who I was talking with the other day, very cool viewer of mine, did like an exercise a few years ago where like he ranked every Undertale song objectively based on like if I knew nothing about Undertale and I was just basing my opinion on how much I like the song, where would all the songs rank? And he put Death by Glamour at number 1, which is a very respectful choice. Really, Charlie? All right, I do respect that. I've also mentioned how I used to sleep on Scarlet Forest, but then it was your opinion that Scarlet Forest is one of the best tracks Toby's composed that made me re-listen to it. I was like, nope, I agree. It's super good. Versus Susie, that's pretty solid. Both are amazing, but I prefer Scarlet. Respectable, I respect that. Alright. Again, the ambience will be off for this one, but this is the second of the songs that I have covered recently. Yep. So yeah, the ambience is a bit off because it's not raining, but good song. I mean, all those videos are by a crowd of other people. Oh hell yeah, bro! Go send it to me. Hello, Apollo Lover. Hello, Mercenary. It's raining somewhere else. The place where it poured, true. And it's even yeah. But fun thing about jazz is that you can't mess up. You just play chords, and if they sound weird, the better it is. I just noticed while playing it on stream now that there's a repeat for like this section. I didn't play that in my cover. I was wondering, like, why is my cover like slightly shorter than the actual song? I figured I'd just like play the beginning part where it's just the ambient notes or two. Like, I didn't play it long enough, but there's a whole ass repeat I don't think I noticed. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, again, shoutouts to Madeline Music. She made this arrangement, which was then posted on Whoopie channel. I wasn't originally going to cover this song, even though I really like it, because I was like, well, it's just raining somewhere else, but with less notes. But her arrangement like replicates the sounds of rain using like piano notes, which was really smart. Maybe I'll play It's Raining Somewhere Else like the actual song in a bit. But yeah, I found this arrangement, was like, this is awesome. I'll learn this. Printed it out, learned it, and I was like, well, I'll just sit around and wait until it starts raining so I can record. Thankfully, that happened within like a few days. It could have potentially been waiting weeks. All right, see you later, Tanjiro. Thanks for showing up. That's C major sus at 11 and 12. Interesting, bro. All right. That. I'm trying to think of how that would sound. Play it turning somewhere else. All right, I will do that after this third song. Funny that it's the third one, and I'm sure y'all know which one it's going to be. Although, I don't know, I don't usually like playing songs that I intend to cover on stream, because then I'm like, well, the surprise is gone, but the sun's setting, and I may or may not cover this. I don't know, so I might as well just play it now. So there's another song I want to play. You should be able to guess which one it is, but I'll play this one first. It is a very good scene, Charlie. Undertale still holds up. I don't know what to say. From now on, is peak. Could play it. I'll see how I feel. All right, we'll give this a shot. Again, I may or may not cover this. This is kind of a similar case with The Place Where It Rained. I've already covered the original song. So I don't know if I'm gonna find it like entertaining and new enough to cover this as its own thing. But I'll play it on stream. People were being like, how it feels to go back to Undertale in 2025, and it's a picture of like cavemen playing with sticks, and it's like, okay, you know, the lack of grazing in TP, and you know, the random encounters. The random encounters are the worst part of Undertale. I'm sorry. Some parts don't hit the same at Deltarune, but it's still it's still like the best game ever made. They're both super good, Mercenary. I think I put Hammer of Justice as number 3, Dark Sanctuary number 2. Yeah. Alright. The sun, part of the reason I'm doing this is the sun is just about setting, so the ambience could be better for this one, but I'll take it. Yep. Another Day in Hometown. A good Sunset song, absolutely. I covered Town Called Hometown while the sun was setting as well, about a year ago. Crazy that it's been a year. TP would be redundant, yeah. Something I love doing with Hammer of Justice makes me with Spear of Justice, yes. For obvious reasons. Why is Gerson may have mentored Undyne? I don't remember if that's explicitly stated, but Undyne knows Gerson. Undyne calls Gerson the strongest monster, or the toughest monster that ever lived in Undertale. If you, like, call her outside of Gerson's shop. Gerson's kind of geriatric. Geriatric Gerson. He's old. Monster follows Undyne. Undyne follows Gerson. Gerson, Asgore are probably good friends. Yeah, so that song's fun. Again, I'm not sure if I'll cover it, but yeah. Kind of had to improvise during like this part where it's like. Because what the arrangement wants me to do is just way too hard. I'm sure I could get it if I really try, but yeah. So what I just do is I just play like, and I play like this part with the right hand. Which is good enough. I mean, I miss this with the right hand sometimes just because of the notes that I need to play, but it works. Again, better to play the song and have it sound decent than just get hung up on like, well, this specific part is just a bit too difficult, so I'm not going to cover it, which is something I used to do. Millennia. Is he a blanket? I think with the other songs I've been covering, I haven't really noticed as much that my piano's out of tune. But with this song in particular, the harmony is already so weird that I feel like I'm really noticing that the piano's out of tune. I get comments telling me to tune my piano, and I've been kind of resistant because tuning your piano costs so much money. But I should be getting like a stable income within the next month or so. So once I get my first paycheck, I probably will just hire a tuner. And then hire another one in a few months, apparently, because you're supposed to tune pianos pretty frequently, which is a huge money sink. I just go. It's experimental, true. Chapter 5, Snowgrave is going to have a boss fight with a cover of Megalovania. Much as Toby seems to hate the song. Dude, I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Setting up Battle Against True Hero to be the final battle theme for the Weird Route. I feel like I am repeating the same like jokes / ideas every time I talk about this, but I think it would be really funny if not Third Sanctuary. I think it'd be really funny if Song That Might Play When You Fight Sans was in Deltarune. Megalo Strike Back could also go crazy. Yeah, I will strike back. Exactly, Charlie. You read my mind. Alright, because of Dabroga's brazen challenge, and because I was going to do it anyway. Alright, this is going to be tough, and it might sound a bit strange, but we will try. And then after that, that's all the songs that I've covered since my last stream, so I'll just like take requests probably. Alright, so fun fact about this Third Sanctuary cover that I mentioned on the last stream, I think. I was recording for an hour straight after practicing the piece for, I don't know, a week or two. 90% of the fucking practice was just me trying to line up the... I was trying to line up, you know, me pressing spacebar to play the video file with me actually, like, you know, then the drums kick in after about a beat. I needed to time that with... It was impossible, dude. I could not get the timing down whatsoever. I was recording for an hour, and I maybe had 4 takes where like I actually played the song all the way through, because the rest of it was just me like playing those first like 30 seconds, pressing space, and then missing the drop. It was infuriating. Hello, Luke P. I like your robot picture of like the bee from Hollow Knight. Versus Susie battling trio combo, yeah. But the random the song is diabolical, dude. I'm not gonna say it's evil because I like the song, but it's diabolical. All right, let's give this a shot. Did I fuck it up? Shit. Epic fail, dude. Yep, that's challenging. Thank you, thank you. I wonder how we compose this song. DAWs usually lock you to a temperature, didn't even bother to keep track of all the weirdness and just do it. If he did it while this freaking software was trying to force him to conform to a 4/4 time stream, like a 4/4 time signature, that'd be fucked up. Thank you, Abby. You need to hire an employee and then fire them, true. Yeah, I'm using the percussion. For the 9/4 at the beginning, like where the drums aren't there, and it's like, did I actually hit 9/4? Because I'm gonna be honest, there when there's no percussion and I don't need to be keeping time, I just kind of guess. I'm like, okay, that seems like it was enough time. If I actually hit the nine beats, then nice. Thank you guys. Yeah, that one's fun. I got a comment saying that, like, obviously the time signatures are what everyone talks about with the song, but what they really like about the song is like the chord changes, and they were saying, like, I feel like most covers don't really emphasize that, but this one did. I appreciate that. Like, in order for the song to not sound repetitive, like, I really need to bring out like the held notes, like, the repeating notes are just, but the harmony / melody you're just supposed to follow during those segments is this. So I really try to bring that out, like. And then this part, the left hand, the right hand's supposed to be playing sixth, so it's supposed to be like. I was like, no, I can't do that. Not worth the effort. Just play the top notes, and it sounds fine. You're also supposed to be playing in the right hand while you're playing the legend. You're supposed to be doing like something like. I'm like, no. Again, that's too hard. I'm just gonna play the left hand, and that's close enough. That's some ghost fight, yeah. In order to make this playable, I had to simplify this a lot. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out regardless. And then this fucking part. Like, you simplified in MuseScore? No, I just print out the sheet music and then ignore certain parts. For a handful of songs, I've went into MuseScore and changed them just because the adjustments I need to make were that crucial. But most of the time, I just like, we're ignoring that. So this part was like impossible. So, they're playing like. The percussion's going along with you until, and it goes silent for like 20 seconds. I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4 times and get it exactly right in order to line it up for when the drums kick back in. In the cover I miss it by like a beat. It's so hard. I just can't do it. My sense of rhythm is not very good. And when I was covering the song by listening to the song in my earbuds, and then, you know, I was listening to the drums in my earbuds, and then I was gonna edit in the drums in post instead of just having my computer playing the sound file like next to me. I actually edited the video, the audio file that just had the drums, so that when the drums, you know, fall away here, when the drums fall away, I edited back in the original song going like, so I would have a better sense of the timing. But because I'm no longer using my earbuds, that's really not an option anymore. So I just had to hope. And again, like, the amount of takes that got past the initial was like 4. So like the pressure was on during those takes to, like, you know, not make any mistakes. And then when I got to that part, I was like, please don't miss it, please don't miss it. And I mean, I did miss it, but it was only by a beat, and I was able to catch up. So yeah, no, this is hard. I don't know what to say. Clearly messed up on that one, even when I was counting out loud. It's hard, dude. But the 11-12, or like 12 plus 11 part, or the 23-8 part, however you want to write it, that part was hard to learn, but it's very satisfying to do. Like, that's where the song converges and coalesces, and, you know, very rewarding to get that right. Yep. And then this part in the middle, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like line it up very well, but actually I will be able to. I can like recognize all the drums here. Nailing, like, because the drums fall away for that one measure, and then coming back in when the drums hit again, really good. That measure, so the notes are supposed to be like, it plays a lot of notes. I literally simplified it as much as I could because I'm like, I'm not missing that. This measure is the best part of the song. Like, it's the part that brings the song together for me. And I was like, I'm not missing those notes. I'm not overcomplicating it. I'm making it as simple as possible. So when it comes, I play it and then I jump right back in. You can change times. Yeah, I figure. Otherwise, it'd be very shit. Halt of Science 4. Okay. Does it have like wacky time signatures? Anything else? I'm trying to think of anything else that's like interesting about this song. Yeah, I became very intimately familiar with like the drums of this song, like. Four. During the measures where there's like two held notes, like the drums do like a little bit of like a additional like fill at the end. And then this part is like this is the 5 or 10/8 part. So interesting thing about this part, I'll wait until we get there. Oh no, I won't be able to point it out unless I'm like playing along. Shit, this might be difficult. Halls of Science for his polyrhythms. Oh god, a pure sine wave. That's deranged. Okay, I gotta check that out. With no overtones. That's insanity. I can't do this. Hold on. I don't feel like playing again, so if you'll excuse me. I've played this song quite enough. There's a specific Toby Fox, like, you know, has a mind for the details. So like the drums here are like very uniform throughout, right? Like but there's a specific measure where it plays a single hi-hat that's a little out of place, and that's my cue as the pianist, like, okay, I am on time because that means we're just about to transition from this to this. Let's see if I can pick it out. Yeah, right there. You probably can't hear it because you're listening to the drums from my computer, but like, there's a little like tinkling noise, and that's the hi-hat that plays right as you're about to switch chords from this to this, and it's my cue to be like, okay, I'm still on beat, you know, I'm gonna nail this transition into the next part, you know. And obviously the drums change here. There's a lot that goes into this, dude. But a very, very like satisfying song to learn. Pure songs to clarinets. Interesting. Becomes rocket scientist genuinely though. Again, I'm not that great at rhythm. I consider rhythm one of my weak points. So covering this was always going to be pretty ambitious, but I think it turned out great. Now, that's all the songs I feel like playing from that I covered since last stream, so I'll probably just take requests or grab songs from my binder. Hello, Mangoes. Good to see you. How was the freaking concert? Was it everything you dreamed of? Yes, that was my attempt at core. Only I have the sheet music of core printed out. I never learned it. It's too hard. That was me attempting to play core using the notes from Waterfall, because they are the same bass melody. Shed a tear? Yeah, I bet. Used to not like core for some reason. Core is my friend John Smith's favorite Undertale song to this day. I have core rated pretty high, I think, but it's not like my favorite or top 10, but it's extremely good. That song is layers. It does, dude. There's new lore. Oh shit. I've heard they were like dropping some interesting, like, not really ARG, but just like apparently my brother was saying that like Gerard is becoming paler every single performance, like he's a corpse that's decomposing. I feel like this is all building up to the new album release whenever that happens. Asgore is fucking incredible. It's one of the best songs in the game. Genocide version of Core is absolute fucking banger. Probably the best Genocide version of a song. Funny statements you can say as an Undertale fan. You guys are to fully translate the language. The company of Drog is something where what? After a cloud? Oh my god. Okay. Again, I'm gonna see them live in like a few weeks. So curious what they're gonna pull then. I agree, Mercenary. Again, the way that I used to, I've said this like 1,000 times, the way that I used to listen to the Undertale OST was in order while like driving, while my dad was driving me to and from piano practice. And let me tell you, like, everything from track 71 onwards is just pure fire. Like, you get Asgore, Your Best Nightmare finale, True Lab, here we are, Hopes and Dreams, all the true pacifist like songs, directly into like the genocide exclusive songs like Bad Against Your Hero, like Terminal Velocity, dude. All right, cool, Mercenary. You can link it here or like post it somewhere when you're finished, and I can check it out. That's fascinating, Mangoes. It's so good, right, Charlie? Yeah. Holy shit, Mangoes. Okay, I gotta. Don't reveal anymore. I want to wait until a few weeks, and then I'll see it. I also like Undertale. It's a good game. Do I want to play Asgore? Or do I want to play this? I see. Mangoes. Okay. When is that new album coming out, man? It's a little shabby. Okay. I'll check it out. I don't want to play this. I mean, sure. I fought this guy on stream the other day, so sure. Don't know if I can bring the full energy, but I'll give it a shot. Hammer Justice is fire. He rejected the Shadow Crystal. He's so cool. I doubt Album 5 will happen. Okay. I figured Foundations of Decay was a preview for the new album, but if I've been waiting for that new album since Foundations of Decay. If I was just misinformed or making assumptions and MCR never said that there was going to be a new album, then I've been waiting for nothing. But I can see why they would say that like anything beyond Black Parade would be like a betrayal. If we don't get a new album, then I don't think I'll mind. Foundations of Decay is like one of my favorite songs. And I'll happily just take that. The fact that they're even back is like crazy enough. Never stated that at all, damn. Also, what's the deal with Paper Kingdom? Might have been just for that, okay. Also, hello B. Hugh, I really love MCR based. We're all MCR fans in here. That's funny, Charlie. Bro, are you still there? I could try learning or like sight reading Stickerbush. Me surviving against Gerson with 1 HP last stream was crazy. If you want to play more Delta and Undertale, that'd be dope. Yeah, I'll probably keep that like mostly the focus. Stickerbush. I can give it a shot. Again, I really loved Stickerbush. Interesting mangoes. Stickerbush. Finished Ace Attorney, the original trilogy recently. It's really good. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Won't post know it, Gerson? Aw. Fake your death, I see. I know about that. I found demonic images of my 12-year-old daughter's phone depicting a satanic skeleton. Undertale's fire. Yeah, I mean, we all love Undertale here. All signs point to no. I guess that's fair. Earthbound. I never finished Mother 3. I never played Earthbound, but I mean, I respect the classics. They're too pretty. That you're being serious with the first half of that message, Charlie, because again, I do need to get it tuned. Yeah, Sticker Bush is fantastic. Like, it's crazy how emotional of a song it is, how beautiful of a song it is. I never played Donkey Kong Country, but people have made jokes like, dude, one of the most beautiful pieces of video game music ever was composed for like funny monkey game. My good mutual DeBrogo, who was in chat earlier, did like a live stream where he I think just improvised Donkey Kong Country medley and then took some viewer requests later yesterday. That was a fun stream. The MSU1 mod, what's that? Hello, Eli. Donkey Country 2 soundtrack is god tier. Yeah, I only really know Sticker Bush from it, but yeah, no. I was referring to Undertale OST 71, got it. I don't know if I'll play that today. I tend to reserve that song for like special occasions, but yeah, no, it's the best song in the game. I still stand by that even after almost a decade. CD quality sound, I see. They got a terrible director, terrible franchise, forced Toby to become Radiation and called it. I was reading about that. Like, not sure how I feel about it, but you know, I'm not gonna touch it either. It's not my business. Makes the whole soundtrack sound a little more modern, less grainy. Okay. All right, we'll play this. Key smashing. Could have picked any other top of the. Ooh, them's fighting words, mangoes. I've never read Homestuck. Maybe I'll do it one day. Burger trucking. I think Megalovania is too intense. Interesting. Hello, Nightwolf. I love my family. Yeah, the composition and structure of the song is like incredible, Mercenary. Hello, Liminal Cuber. Megalovania. Yeah, I put Megalovania as like maybe like 8th or 9th best song in the soundtrack. It is an incredible song, but a little overplayed. You can hear the regret in the high parts. No, I agree. The sadness in the low parts, regret in the high parts. I agree. 5 great melodies, 7 melodies. Homestuck looks fucking weird. It's not great. Hard to think of bad Undertale Deltarune tracks. I said Tunnel of Love. No, I'm kidding. I was talking about this like elsewhere the other day, but like there's something so fascinating to me, and you might get something out of this, Charlie, considering you do know some music theory stuff. I mean, other people in the chat might, but I know for a fact you do. Like this song, Asgore, is in D minor, and you know, D harmonic minor would be. And a lot of songs use a harmonic minor, and even this song does, like, eventually, like, it plays, like, the C sharp here. But during this intro part, you know, this broken chord like destroys me. I don't know why. Like, I feel like, and this, you know, I might be completely wrong with this. My knowledge of music theory isn't that great, but like, I feel like what Toby could have done is. I messed it up. Sound great, but like I don't know, the fact that the song holds back from being harmonic minor for like until like halfway through, I think is really interesting. Like it makes this the moment where it does turn to harmonic minor hit a lot harder, because you know. Good about it. Hello, DeBrogo. Good to see you. I might do I. His theme is simple but good, which is why it's for the first remix. Makes sense. Bad Time Simulator. Do you know any jazz? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at jazz. It's the song. Driving in my car, bro. Hitting the scales like a key change without changing keys. Asgore sounds great on piano, I agree. Hello, Aphotic. Not only is Asgore's theme really good, but he also has one of the best fights, agreed. Literally playing jazz, I mean, I suppose. I can try something here as well. I'll try something in the Man of the Ancient lyrics because they're really good. Then I'll mix it in with something else. I know the lyrics to this part, but they're hard to sing, so I'll skip it. I only really solidly remember the opening lyrics. Those are from Man on the Internet. This will be. Steam Gardens, yeah, that was a great performance, Dobrogo. Yes. When you eat the butterscotch pie. Kind of sad he isn't the final boss. He gets overshadowed by Omega Flowey, I feel like, but no, he's a fantastic fight. Driving in my car. Hello, DPF. Good to see you. The field of pink and gold, the vast garden is charred in an inferno of jealousy, I think is the direct statement from Gerson. I'm ignoring you, Mangoes. Sacrifice, we love killing children here. I'm an Asgore apologist, dude. I will always go to bat for Undertale Asgore. Beltran Asgore is reaching kind of indefensible levels, but Undertale Asgore, fantastic character. Man of the Internet, fantastic, yeah. I still sing their lyrics a lot when I listen to like Undertale and Beltran songs. I'm waiting on them to do chapter 3 and 4 lyrics. I really want them to. They did Dark Zone recently. Polemic, hello, Andrew. Are you talking about me defending Asgore? You know I've been thinking was this He was memeing, but it was more like, yeah, this is really sad. Save the world, there was just one way. The girl must shatter the cage. Interesting. Hello, Beck. Stan the creepy, bad creepy ex-husband. I'm waiting on chapter 5, man. We gotta get some more depth for this dude. What do I want to play now? Sure, why not? I need to go to the bathroom. I'll do that in a second. I have no idea why this sheet music is all crumpled up. I don't remember doing that. Look at this. Usually when my sheet music is crumpled, it means that I crumpled it up in frustration. I don't remember doing it for this song. Whatever, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. It's currently 9 p.m., so we can go for at most another hour, and then we can call it. Hello, Carbits. Good to see you. Changes of the melody to fit the words is way better than trying to fit words to the melody. And sometimes Man of the Internet even like makes lyrics that don't go with the melody, and it's like its own separate melody. Like in Asgore, it's like Baga Druka, he waits on his throne, which goes up like is sang over the, which is easier and like more intuitive than trying to fit lyrics to like the very fast moving notes of. So yeah, I think it sounds great. Chapter 5 Valentine's release. Love finds its way. True. Alphys is great. I love Alphys. I've always loved Alphys. Can they escape? Andy likes the batter. Bad creep. I guess all those words do describe batter. If you were going to describe him as Asgore as like a cringy ex-husband, batter's not cringy. I do love the batter. He's a fantastic character. Off Remaster coming out in a week, by the way. I thought it was in September. It's way sooner than I thought. I mean, I will stream it. I gotta see if I have like time to. Well, I will have time. I gotta see if I have energy to stream within a week. I want to think of him as a nice guy. I like him being used. Mr. President Delta came out near fall next year because of the festival. True. Halloween drop would be great. Throwback to Chapter 1 releasing on Halloween. The hero's hopes and dreams must be cast away. I guess that would depend on what the accompanying illustration is, because I feel like that's vague enough for Susie wouldn't necessarily get mad at it. Different person wrote the lyrics than the person who wrote the song. Interesting, Charlie. Alphys is great. I don't care. Like, I guess we will reach a truce, Mangoes, to both like defend Alphys from slander. I don't like slandering Asgore to do it, but Alphys is great. I love her. Curious to know which song those lyrics are from. That's from the Power of Neo, specifically the Icarus remix of Power of Neo, which they used in the Genocide package. I know a lot of my Man of the Internet stuff. I really like that they made Power of Neo its own song and really gave it like the full treatment. That was awesome. Alphys, my goat. She's my favorite Delton character. Yeah. The TikTok, I guess. I mean, Andrew, when I visited him recently, had a big water bottle like this, and he was like, for funny brain chemical, it is very satisfying to fill this giant bottle up and then sip from the straw. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. I've been saving a lot of money because for some reason I insisted on freaking buying bottled water and then putting it in my fridge because I like drinking cold water almost exclusively. I hate drinking like lukewarm water. So I would just buy plastic water bottles from like the convenience store next to me and just spend tons of money on that. But I'm like, I have a water filter. I can just put the water filter, fill up the filter, and then put it in the fridge. I don't know why I didn't do that for so long. The end of the world, I face it with pride. Wait, no, I'm tired. The end of the world, I face it with pride. If I've got the slimmest chance to stop your cruel genocide. I fucked it up. I've got the slimmest chance to stop your cruel genocide. Yeah. I remember your genocides, bro. Asgore totally could have tried using the souls. Yeah. Asgore loses some points for not picking up his fucking phone in the genocide run. The king of choosing the worst possible way. Jesus. The acts of justice. This shit gets dirty in the toilet. I gotta like clean this soonish. Do you know the song Lakeshore Drive? I don't think so. Let me look that up. I don't think I know this song. Alright, we're gonna play this. Because why not? That was horrible. Close enough. That song's fucking hard, dude. Point of view is awesome. I do Attack of the Killer Clown in B flat. I don't know why. I just like how it sounds better. Killer Queen. Unwelcome to the White Parade. I like Old Wooden Rafters. Sick. That's an underrated song. Dominoes. Someone take away from the themes that no center in the pacing. It's called Undyne. It's the only boss that doesn't die in one hit. True, yeah. Even Sans the Fraud dies in one hit, even though he's the hardest fight. Undyne is just built different, bro. Oh, Leandro. Attack of the Killer, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. Yeah, I'm a fake fan, bro. This is something that people on my channel like talk about. I have not played nearly as many Kirby games as you would think. And I barely know like any Kirby songs in piano. I agree, Charlie. We were discussing this like a couple weeks ago. Every song in Chapter 4 is fire, other than Concert for You. Probably, I probably agree. Chapter 4's soundtrack is incredible. Amateurs is horrible. Those are fighting words. Dominoes. Even Concert for You is peak. I was like really excited for Planet Rebelbot when the trailer dropped, and I just never played it. I don't know why. Problem with Asgore and tells that the redemption comes right before the end of the story and ended before we can spend time with his post-chain stuff, I suppose. It is an impossible choice, Mangoes. It's hard, man. Asgore's in a tough position. It's a very well-written conundrum that Toby wrote. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, what else do I want to play? play Rooter Buster. I can try. Not nearly as good as Spear of Justice. I disagree, unfortunately. I like Hammer of Justice better. Spear of Justice was always a song that I really liked, but it wasn't like my favorite or anything. Airwaves, I can try. Airwaves goes hard, I agree. Play Name of Life, I'll try. Hammer of Justice clears. Yeah. And then this is gonna be hard. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not learning by ear. I'm terrible at ear. I'm looking at my computer with sheet music on the other screen. Yeah, the mango's like the such a good part of Hammer of Justice. I've rambled about it before. Damn, Charlie, even more than Battle Against Your Hero. I'm sorry, I don't agree. I like Spear of Justice. It's fun and intense, but Battle Against the True Hero just goes so hard. Jar. Solid attempt, thank you. I could Mercenary. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Rooter Buster, Root Buster intro. Yeah, sure. It's hard, man. I never covered Root Buster. It's hard. Interesting, Charlie. From the Neoborn Hero, which is a pretty good Deltarune fan song. I never did Root Buster, bro. Bath. Playing the melody in octaves is so hard, dude. I just want to take a bath, bro. Come on. Oh, there's a blood moon tonight. I don't know if I want to like grab my phone and show it, but that's cool. That's nice and atmospheric. I wonder what I should play. Something spooky. Anyone got? I'm trying to think of like spooky songs that I've covered that I would want to play right now. I haven't played Your Best Nightmare on stream in a long time. Something crazy. I could bring out the finale sheet music. Why not? Yeah, Your Best Nightmare plus finale. If they were combined into one song, they'd be like top top 4 best songs in the game. I think Finale I put as number 6, my number 6 favorite, and then Your Best Nightmare was number 10. Hello, Magma. All right, let me catch up on chat. The Blood Moon Rises link. Playing lessons, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Yeah, makes sense. Bloody Tears. I know a little bit of Bloody Tears. Andy rarely shows his dark side. Ooh, sick to Brogo. Full on a horror game, I agree. True Lab is great. Snowgrave is literally making a horror game. Yeah, I printed out sheet music. Someone made like an entire arrangement of Your Best Nightmare. My cover of Your Best Nightmare was from like 2016. I think it still holds up pretty well. Finale, is this happening? Finale is so good. True, Charlie. Oh shit! All right, cool, Brogo. I'll probably end my stream in like 30-40 minutes. Could be Charlie. You know, I know. Play the Snowgrave jingle. I have no idea how to play that. I'm sorry. Okay, the moon is conspicuously less red and like blood soaked now, so the vibes are a little off. I don't really have energy to play Finale, I'm gonna be honest. That song requires like 100% energy. What to do? Yeah, Folly fell into the same trap of just being too cocky. The classic blunder. Could play Dark Sanctuary, but I feel like I've played that a lot recently. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. I have not played Finale and not like actually sat down and tried playing Finale in a long ass time. One thing about my sheet music for Your Best Nightmare, I think for like my 500 subscriber special back in like 2016, I like put all the sheet music, Undertale sheet music I printed out in a pile, or 2 piles, one of which was like songs that have been covered and one which songs that have not been covered. And then I think the most recent cover that I'd done before hitting the milestone was Your Best Nightmare, so my copy of Your Best Nightmare just has covered at the top. Too cloudy to see the moon. Ominous Charlie. The Legend? I could do The Legend. That's another song I feel like I play a lot during streams, but I might give it a shot. True to Brogo. I'm not gonna like actually give this like a. I'm not gonna actually try playing Your Best Nightmare all the way through, but. I'll like try the soul segments, the ones that I may have messed up. That's no. is. Left your bathroom door open, it's floating. That's my closet. That's the closet of this room. All right, good night, Charlie. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. The Legend? Question mark. I don't even know how that goes. The Legend! Exclamation point. That song is a serious mindfuck. I bet. Everybody stay calm. Best thing Toby Fox has ever composed. I respect that. I can't read. I'm an Undertale fan. I could throw on The Legend again. That's like a staple of these streams. Oh yeah, Charlie wanted me to play The Name of Life, but I don't know. That song's hard. Alright, I can try to do this like fun thing too. Okay, I'll play it once normally and then I'll do the thing that I want to do. Shut the fuck up, man, because I hate you. Oh, let's try it again. human a monster in every single Power Ranger. Yeah, so I'm gonna sing along with the lyrics. I mentioned this before. I might like link it in the description or so. Whatever. I'll just post a link to it. The Legend lyrics. Okay, yeah. There's a really good video by the Nell River where they took. You're damn right about what. Did I say I'm washed? Because if so, then yeah, I'm washed. There's a great video by the Nell River where they took like prophecy pains from chapter 4 and sort of, you know, altered the lyrics just slightly so they fit the tune of the legend. So I'll sing along to that. I did. It was good to me. I appreciate it. Alright, so I'll try to sing along to those. It's pretty cool. What was it? Yeah, okay. Once upon a this part's right. My singing could be better, but yeah. The Legend of Shao. I appreciate that. Salkasi. Glad I can inspire people. Surfing Joker? Yeah, the best part of that video where they added lyrics to the legend is like this part, like the it goes so hard, dude. Like it rhymes, the meter is perfect, like it's intentional, it has to be from Toby. Empty Town more than My Castle Town. A few people on my previous stream were talking about that. I understand it, but I don't agree. Thank you, Man Million. Speed up Empty Castle. There you go. What else do I want to do? Probably nothing too crazy. I'm getting a little tired. Well, I say nothing too crazy, but then I bust out this song. Bucket We Ball, I suppose. Through the Fire and Flames. Something, sure. So far away, we wait for the day, for the nights are soon. We feel the pain through the fire and the flames we carry on. All right. Eve, I love that game. I learned that song probably learned that song a long time ago. I say I love that game. I've never played it. I just watched people play it. Yeah, like. All right, see ya, Mercenary. Thanks for showing up. It is still Empire Ants. I know you might not like Empire Ants much, Mangoes, but I don't agree with you. But yeah, Empire Ants is my favorite overall song. It's a song by Gorillaz. I can't really play it on piano. It doesn't really translate well. I distinctly remember you saying a while ago, and granted this was years ago, I think, that you didn't like Empire Ants, Mangoes. Eve's theme is something like that. I just think they have better songs. Yeah, fair enough. But Plastic Beach is a masterpiece. I don't disagree with you there. Gorillaz is great. Still probably my favorite band, although I haven't listened to most of their stuff past 2016. There's a period where I was obsessed with them. That's all I would listen to. All right, we're gonna play this because why not? Very, very good song. Little Dark Age. Gorillaz' discography is so hit or miss. Like I Come Home has one good song, in my opinion. The Fall. I like The Fall. I don't care if I take heat for that. I like The Fall. Took a while for me to grow on it though. Demon Days goes fucking hard. Song Plastic Beach is my favorite. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. You didn't like Cracker Island, damn. Hope people don't start saying people don't turn as plot holes. I would hope, but y'all, we know how fandom be like. Also, good to see you, Saga. This stream's gonna wrap up in like 20 minutes or so, probably. But yeah, this has been fun. Appreciate you guys showing up. I finished my Deltarune replaying streams, and I got like about 2.5 weeks before my employment starts, so finding ways to fill the time. People don't like it. I only listened to the titular Cracker Island. It's a good song. Not my favorite, but it's a good song. Play this song too. I was meaning to like re-listen to my own cover of this the other day just because the song popped into my head. Doesn't sound very Gorillaz, okay. Gorillaz as a band is very versatile. Yeah, we got like 1 or 2 songs left in us on the stream. Longer You from Epic the Musical. Fun song. Alright, we got like one more in me. What do I want to end this off with? I played this song on stream a few times as well, but sure. Black Parade, I don't have energy to do that. And besides, I don't have sheet music. Alright, we'll finish off with this one. Bit of a sad song to end on, but whatever. Echoes of Another. I had a Slime Rancher, interesting. Alright, I'll probably call it there. It's about 10, it's 9:46, so. Yeah, it's been fun. May do some other piano streams in the next few days. Keep myself busy. Not sure when the next covers are coming out. We'll see, but. See ya, Aslixo. Good to see ya. Yep, I'll see you guys around. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.